Hey there, I'm thrilled you joined me today. Welcome to the Mimi Method, where our aim is to support you in finding the most productive study method. I'm your host, Mireya, but you can call me Mimi. Now, if you're a student struggling to pass the real estate exam or simply looking for a new study method, then you came to the right place. I definitely understand the challenges firsthand. I'm a student myself and I've been studying for quite some time. And the last time I took the exam, I was only 1 point short from passing. So I'm pretty confident I would have succeeded. The reason behind starting this podcast is to tackle the difficulty of passing this exam and to help others with their studies. While this can be challenging for some, it can be a breeze for a few. I originally planned to share my experiences of joining Facebook groups with other students and reading their comments of those wanting to give up after multiple failed attempts. But the thought of giving up just didn't sit well with me. On the other hand, it was kind of comforting to know that I wasn't alone. Okay, let's dive into the details. Do you remember how I mentioned that I have a little secret? All right, well, here goes my little secret. As I was recording myself, I noticed a pattern of procrastination, lack of focus, and constant distractions, like household chores, and I would always just find something else to do. So I came to the conclusion that I might have ADHD, right? And I was correct. I was diagnosed. So by learning more about ADHD, I discovered patterns and techniques that have made a big impact on my study routine. But this podcast is not solely about ADHD. It's about supporting each other and passing the exam. And no, I'm obviously not a teacher or a professional in the real estate world, but because of all my struggles, I decided that I'm going to help someone, anyone, not go through these struggles that I went through. Then that would make me feel amazing. I literally had to relearn how to learn in a more effective way for myself. So I'm here to share my techniques and methods that I use that didn't work out for me, but maybe can work for you. So this podcast might not make it out there to be a great hit. All I know is that I'm not a quitter, and if I could have helped one person figure out their method and not take as long as it took me to figure out mine, then I'm content with that. Personally, I realized that I was not studying the most effective way for myself. Originally, I had planned to discuss this in detail, but things took a different turn. Now, flashcards and repetitive quizzes just didn't work out for me. We all have different learning styles, and it's important for us to discover what works best for each and every one of us. I found that I'm more of a visual auditory learner. I enjoy listening to podcasts or YouTube videos while I'm doing my daily tasks. Now, the purpose of this show is to let others know that you're not out here alone struggling. If there's anything I could do to help, I'm here for you. So you can always leave me a personal message, and we could definitely come up with a game plan together. Okay, enough of that. Wait, quick question. Did you guys hit that like button yet? Oh, and did you guys forget to join my Facebook page? I don't think you did. I'm sure you guys already joined my Facebook page. So, you know, the one called Exploring the Real Estate Exam with Mimi. Now let's move on to audio learners. For audio learners, listening to recorded lectures or audiobooks can be highly beneficial. Engaging in group discussions or study groups allows them to focus information through conversation. Recording and listening to voice notes can also aid in retention. Moreover, mnemonic devices and acronyms can be powerful memory aids for audio learners. And thank you for tuning into this episode on study methods and learning styles for the real estate exam. If you have any questions, need further assistance, or would like to personalize help with your exam preparations, just feel free to reach out to me privately on social media. You can reach me at the Studying for the Real Estate Exam page that I have. It's called Studying for the Real Estate Exam with Mimi. And you can send me a message there. Lastly, let's explore kinesthetic learners. They thrive when they can engage in hands-on activities and experiments. They can incorporate movement and physical gestures while studying to enhance their learning experience. Creating interactive study material or games can also be effective. Taking frequent breaks for physical activity or movement can help them maintain focus and absorb information. Now, it's important to recognize and understand your own learning style to maximize your study efforts. I learned that the hard way. Don't be like me. Now, you can begin to recognize your preferred learning style at any age. And as you progress through your education and gain more experience with different learning methods, you may discover a learning style in your life. But it's important to know that learning styles can evolve and change over time as we develop new skills in different learning environments. Therefore, it's useful to periodically reassess your learning preference and be open to trying new approaches. Okay, now that we went over the learning methods, I was going to begin with chapter 1, but I decided that I would like everybody to begin with me kind of on the same page where we know what our best learning method is. If you still don't know, when I begin chapter 1, which, by the way, each episode will be half of a unit. I can't do a whole unit each episode. And my episodes will be on every 2 weeks. So I'm going to leave you here. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate it. On the bottom here, I'm going to leave a couple links where you can go ahead and get an assessment. You can figure out which learning method works for you. And like I said, that as we get older, we get educated with different things in our lives. So therefore, our learning changes, right? It might not. So in 2 weeks, we will begin chapter 1, and I promise you, it won't be so boring. Okay? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you all. Don't forget to like and share.